Hey everyone, and welcome back to Pours for the People. I'm Matt with the Spirited Agent Podcast, and today we're going to get into a little something that I have not particularly stepped into yet. It's a distillery I've been kind of avoiding because once I buy a bottle with someplace that has a lot of bottles, I tend to stack them up real quick and go for the whole collection. So today we're going to get into Bardstown Origin Series, and this is their rye. So this is, rye whiskey finished in toasted cherrywood and oak barrels. So like I said, I haven't really gotten into any of the Bardstown stuff. I've had a few pours at people's houses and restaurants and here and there and stuff, but this is the first bottle I've purchased myself. As you can see, this is a fresh crack. So you're getting my unadulterated review right here, right off the rip. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into it. Wow. Yeah, so getting a lot of candied cherry, really sweet, very candy profile off the bat. A little bit of rye there, but man, a lot of cherry, a lot of candy. Very sweet. A little bit of vanilla, a little bit of rye. Not overly spicy, very sweet smelling. I think I mentioned that about 3 times now, so you know it's legit sweet. I forgot to mention, before I get into tasting it, so some people are probably going to call me out for this, but this bottle is about $60. In my opinion, that's still in the Pours for the People range. I don't think I stated this on the first episode of Pours for the People, but I'm doing $70 to $75 and under, still considered a Pour for the People. Now, if the bottle is heavily allocated and underneath that, then it will go into a different category. But for the time being, I see this on almost every single shelf in stores I go into. At 48%, 96 proof. At $60, that just kind of lands in a Pours for the People, in my opinion. Like I said, you can find it everywhere. So, with that said, let's take a sip. One more. So that candied cherry profile doesn't exactly, there's a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of candy, but not near as much as what's on the nose. I am getting a lot of rye. Ooh, a little sugary finish there, actually. So it is sweet. That's not bad. I enjoy that. I'm a rye guy. So, that's not going to make my top 5 list of ryes. But readily available in $60, I think that's worth picking up. On my EVI scale of Everyday Value Index, I think this is about a 3 out of 5 I would put this at. It's a little expensive on the higher side for like an everyday value, but I think it's $60. 3 out of 5 comes in a solid sip. If I'll put the scale over here again, I try to put that there every time. But at a solid sip, I think, it depends. I think if I run out of this, there's a 50-50, I buy another bottle. Like I said, this is my first crack. A lot of times I think something's pretty good, and then I come back and it's phenomenal later on. So this is going to be one of those bottles I'm going to figure out as I go through it. But I will say it's good enough for me to hop on the Bardstown train. Like I said, I've had their stuff. It's great. This is the first bottle I've purchased because I've been terrified. Because once I purchase one bottle from a distillery that has a nice collection, then I've got to get them all. So it looks like you should watch out, Bardstown. I'm coming for you guys. Cheers.